I think I was always hooked to Matrimandir. And I honestly, sometimes I'm saying, if I wouldn't have the peace area and my being able to be there 2-3 times a week, I don't think I would be here in Auroville. It's the core of our project, and there's a strong cosmic transformational influx. I think it's definitely a symbol of the new creation. I was 1985 for the first time in Pondicherry. Then there was one visit to Matrimandir. It didn't even have its kin yet. It was with the 4 pillars, and the grid was built at that time. So then I was back in Austria, and I stayed in contact with Auroville. I got some newsletters. I had this vision that I was wandering around in the gardens with children and people, and we went through fields or atmosphere, fields of consciousness, and we were learning, and we were all in awe, and I was kind of like guiding people through this experience in the garden. So I had this full image of this amazing, powerful place. That was in this meditation course a few weeks before I came to settle. I think I lived in a very strong symbolic space, and for me I saw Matrimandir as a 3-dimensional symbol of Mother's symbol. I was hooked onto it through this vision from the beginning. I'm here, so I've been walking in the gardens the last 32 years. And at least twice a week for sunset, I'm kind of like circling. And I have to say that each time, every time coming, I discover something. Every time there's an opening, every time there's an alignment. I'm very conscious in which garden is there, which garden is opposite, what are the colors, how are the colors radiating in the different sections of Auroville, how are the colors relating to each other and stuff. So I'm playing, I think I'm stepping into this symbolic field, and I just drift through it and see what it brings. It's beyond religions. It doesn't have a form per se. Okay, there's still a symbol of the transparent crystal, or it should be a translucent crystal, of the mirroring of the inner being, that we are as clear as silent lake, that everything in the universe can reflect from us, that we are pure reflectors. So I see that in the crystal. And so I also very much love, and I hold to the importance of the 12 meditation chambers. Basically going and having a color bath, absorbing a color which is a certain frequency, bandwidth, fully being in there and absorbing it in all the cells. I love that part also, because I think in the battles one doesn't need to close the eyes. And so I see 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions. I see the inner chamber as a pure receptacle. And there I don't go with any issues. I'm just there to listen and to be receptive, because we want to listen what wants to manifest. In the petals one can work with different qualities, possibly even offering issues and purifications or something. And in the gardens I see it as a contemplative, wandering ground, and for activities also. What are new ways of celebrating? What are dedicated, consecrated offerings? We think there shouldn't be performances in the Matrimandir's garden. There can be offerings which can be participatory, but there's nothing to show, because it's all about the authentic being and how we can be in touch with it. I feel actually now called to reveal also the tuning which is hanging there in the 2 gardens. Those 2 bells are tuned on the same scale. And that was quite a challenge, because you do something for Matrimandir, it has to be unique. It has to be part of the new creation. We cannot copy something and recreate it and put it there. So we challenged ourselves of doing a wind chimes, which we never had done. We made a spiral, inspired by the spiral pathway into the inner chamber. And then it has 9 tones. And then the question came up, what tuning? What's the tuning of Matrimandir? Of course, no, it cannot be one aspect of the mother. It must be her in all her aspects. It's Aditi. I heard that scale in the Bodhi tree, which is opposite the banyan tree. You know, the banyan tree is the community tree, the unity tree, and the Bodhi tree is the pendant to community, is the solitary tree. That's where Buddha said. I couldn't find it in classification. It's not an existing scale. Even in hundreds of ragas I looked for, and then I said, so maybe that's the Bodhi tree scale. As soon as I'm entering almost the threshold into the gardens, it's like it's a place for the unfoldment of the psychic. Matrimandir stands as a beacon of hope for the transformation of humanity.